County Public Libraries, and today I'm going to walk you through making this month's adult take and make craft kit with Sea Glass Suncatchers. So stay tuned and I'm going to walk you through those instructions. You can stop by the Columbus or Saluda Library this week and pick up a free take and make kit that has the supplies to make your Sea Glass Suncatcher, and then follow along with this video and make your own at home. So if you are watching this video, you may or may not know that our summer learning program has kicked off at the Polk County Public Libraries. And we have a summer learning program for kids, teenagers, and adults. The adult challenge card looks very similar to a bingo card, and you can pick up one of these at the Columbus or Saluda Library or register online using instructions at polklibrary.org. All right, I've laid out all of my materials so you can see that I have my wire for this project, I have my various pieces of sea glass, and I have my fishing line. I don't know if you can really see that in this video or not. There it is. And my piece of driftwood. So all of these things came in your take and make kit, and you'll also need a pair of scissors. And if you have a pair of wire cutters at home, I suggest that you use those. But if not, you can use scissors in a pinch. I would just recommend that you use older scissors because you are cutting this nice thick wire. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to move my materials just a little bit, and I'm going to lay these sea glass pieces in the way that I want to wire them, going from the top to the bottom. Okay, so I'm just going to see what I like. You know, if I want bigger pieces at the top, smaller pieces at the bottom, that kind of makes sense to me. So I might do that. And let's see. It's going to be kind of a big one, but that's okay. We're going to go with that. And I'm going to scoot these little pieces over to the side. You will have enough to probably do 2 pieces to go on your driftwood. So if you have a longer piece of driftwood, you could put 2 of the sea glass dangling pieces hanging down. If not, you can just put 1. It's up to you. I have kind of a medium piece. So we'll see what it looks like. And if we need to add another piece, we'll use the rest of the sea glass to do that. All right. So this wire is a lot of fun to work with. It bends, you can make jewelry with it. This is actually wire that I just picked up at Walmart. So if you need more of this, or if you want to try this activity with a group of friends, this is just regular wire from Walmart. You can get this in the craft section, or you can go back to the photo wall hanging hardware, and there will be some there. Okay, I think the better deal is actually back with the photo hanging in the hardware section. You get a little bit more than you would in the craft section. All right, so I'm going to take a piece of sea glass. It can either be the top or the bottom, and I'm going to just wrap it around, holding one side with my thumb, and I'm just going to curl it around so it cradles that piece of sea glass. Okay. You can see I've got that one piece in there. So I may want it to hang this way, or I may want it to hang this way. I'm going to add these other pieces on there, doing the same thing. Just going to wrap it around. And it may be beneficial to just get it wrapped, and then you can you can angle your sea glass whichever way that you want. Okay. And you'll notice I'm doing like a crisscross, like an X, to hold these pieces in place. Okay, so it kind of cradles them. So I've got to go back under this piece to cradle it. Let's see. There we go. So I've got to get that other side cradled in there. Okay. Shaky cam. And I think the wire adds a really cool aspect to this craft because it's never going to be the same wire pattern. So if you are very particular, you need to let that go for this activity and just let the wire work its magic. Okay, and this piece of wire is a bit shorter, so I'm going to switch this out and I'm going to put my blue piece in here instead. Now, I really like the blue pieces, and they were hard to find. Oops. Apologize for any motion sickness here. All right, so you can see I've got these pieces, okay, and they're just very beautiful. Okay, next thing that's going to happen is I'm going to take this extra piece of wire at the top and I'm going to wrap it around my driftwood piece. And this may take some reworking with your wire. I'm going to have to go back and I think, maybe not, and rework this blue piece so that it holds in the wire better. If you get to the point where you are not able to get your sea glass to stay, you can use E6000 glue and get it to hold in there. But I'm gonna go back with my wire and see if I can make that a little bit tighter. Okay, but it'll be a beautiful piece when it's finished. So I'm gonna tighten that and I'll be right back to show you how to finish this up. Okay, now I'm back and I have my sea glass in the order that I want it to be, and it fits quite nicely on my driftwood piece here. My last step is to take my fishing line and I'm going to tie it to either side of the driftwood. That way I can hang this in a window and you're not going to see the fishing line that's hanging off the side. All right, so I'm just going to tie this on here. And I would say use a double knot for this, that way it'll hold nice and sturdy. And we'll go back and we'll trim our ends in just a second. And depending on how high, or rather how low you would like your sea glass driftwood piece to hang, you may want your fishing line to be a little bit longer, okay? That way you can hang it from the inside of a windowsill and it can hang down into the window. That way it catches the sun. And I'm going to leave mine, I'm going to make mine a little bit shorter. And I will cut off this extra in just a little bit. So I've got one knot. Oops. I have almost one knot. Okay, I've got one knot and I need to put my driftwood piece back in there. And my other knot, I'm going to trim up my sides. Trim my edges. Okay, and now my driftwood piece, when you hang it up, you may want to adjust where your driftwood is hanging down from, but you've got this beautiful driftwood piece to hang in the window.